That's me. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Questline, where we are playing our limited series, Eternity Fragment II. This is our love letter to the golden age of Japanese RPGs, such as Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger and things like that. I am Alain, your game master for the evening's events. Would like to start by acknowledging that we are coming to you live from the traditional territories of the Musqueam Nation. And if you are watching us live or watching us after the fact, we encourage you to research and if you are able, sound off in the chat about which traditional territories you are coming to us from as well. So, Eternity Fragment, as I said, is our love letter to JRPGs, and as such, it only felt right to use a game system that is made especially for that, which is why we are playing Icon. That is Icon, which is an RPG that is currently in playtest mode from Massif Press. You can find the playtest document for free on itch.io. It is especially made to be evocative of Final Fantasy, Legend of Zelda, and the epic open world fantasies of Hayao Miyazaki. So that is to kind of give you an idea of the tone that we are going to have here in our game. We are also going to be playing on a virtual tabletop, which we will get to momentarily. But first, I would like to show all these other beautiful faces other than my own. We have a beautiful table of players here, and let's meet them and the characters they are playing now, starting over here.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne Rouleau, and I'm playing Aoife O'Danrath, who is a low-pin seeker.
And I'm Sam Cargnelli, and I'll be playing Enosis Vronki. I'll be a trog.
Hi, my name's Chris, and I'm playing Barnicus Reefmeyer. He is a Zixo Legio crabman. All hail crab.
All hail crab.
Hi, I'm Leona, and today I am playing Vidya Thakur, and she is our Thrain Chronicler.
Amazing. Okay, so while we have you all, the eyes are now on you, and we're all warmed up. Who would like to give us a quick rundown about what happened last game? I will probably exempt you from this one, as you're just joining us for the first time here.
Why don't you know, Sam?
Last time on Fragment II.
Hey! I think our chronicler should tell.
Hey!
God,
like that.
I suppose because I got it in the book and the notes and all the things. Except I have to make it condensed and not verbose. It's okay, I got this. Last time on Eternity Fragment 2, we were in the town of Towersfall, where we met a couple of interesting characters, such as Silra the Mage, who was attempting to use Arcane tech to become an icon, or trying, anyway. Trying. Through talking to Silra and other members of Towersfall, we find out that something has been pulling at the aether in the area. and causing things to not work correctly, if that's correct. They said that a ruin appeared about 2 hours away, and we were all kind of like, 2 hours away is kind of a long way for something to be messing with the aether tech here, but all right. And it wasn't until we got there that we realized that the ruin that came up wasn't just any old ruin, but a ginormous building. And inside that ginormous building was a shard. Yes? I got it right.
Big shard.
A big shard.
Very big.
A lord shard.
Big old shard.
A lord shard. It was a very large shard. Surrounding this shard were 4 massive pillars that were siphoning the energy out of it, and all their pillars in the building as well that seemed to do similar or other properties. We fought with an automaton that came to life and tried to hurt you, and yeah, a bunch of stuff happened. But then we finally managed to turn off all 4 of these pillars, and we entered into a memory that was not our own. In fact, it was the memory of an individual named Sky, who was the very first icon. Sky was the first icon of the Arcan Empire, and he found out what the Arcan Empire intended to do to the world. And Sky wasn't having it. The memory has told us where to go, it has given us emotions, feelings, thoughts, things like that, but that's all we really know, is that we are icons and Sky was an icon. And that these memories of the Arcan Empire are coming back. For what purpose? I personally am not sure.
Excellent work.
Thank you. Very well. Very well.
Yes. So, the world of Icon, the world of Arden Eld, is one that has suffered an apocalypse long, long ago, and is now in an era of peace. But that era of peace is coming to an end, giving way to something that people have started to call the churning age. What that means remains to be seen and yet determined by the heroes of our age, the ones called icons, of which you 4 are. We start with 3 of you who first met some months before now, and then met again not a few days ago. Maybe even some more time to account for traveling after the events that you described, Vidya. And it is at this point in time that you find yourselves reflecting as you make camp, making way to your destination, which will bring us now to our virtual tabletop, Talespire. We'll tell you a bit more about Talespire overall in a little bit of time. But for right now, all you need to know that it's super rad, available on Steam, and compatible with Hero Forge. So I am in love. Here we are, the 3 of you sat around a warm campfire, reflecting on the shared memory that you have, or that you have had. That was both revealing of the past and also of your future, in a sense, for it laid out the path, almost as a sense memory for where you would want to go next in order to learn more about this ancient memory known as Sky. As you sit around the flame and it warms you. You're thinking about this memory. How does it make you feel? We'll start with you, Aoife.
I think for Aoife, it was, she never experienced anything like that before. She has an innate sense to be able to touch people and be around people's energy and feel what's wrong with them. And she gets sometimes some visual flashes, but this was such a long, extended visual, and she also felt like it was like first person, that she was experiencing it, which she's never had before. So she's a little uneasy. She's a little quieter than usual right now, and it felt like butterflies, like right before you walk onto a stage to perform, that kind of like excited but like I could throw up feeling at the same time, and that she hasn't been able to shake that off.
It's a looming feeling of sudden urgency and importance that you maybe haven't felt in a very long time, if ever. It makes you reflect on your own experiences as an icon, not when you first became one, but once you already knew you were, what you chose to do with that understanding and the power that you have. Tell us about your first adventure as an icon.
So she's sitting around the fire, and I think it's been quiet for a little bit because we're all reflecting, and then Aoife just sort of bursts in the story. First time I was sent out on an icon call, I was really nervous. It was I was called with a couple others to a caravan of these nomadic mouse people, the Najumi. And they were a very, very superstitious group, and I had heard sort of tales about them before, and their crazy theories, and then their dealings with magic, and I'd been warned as a little girl to not really talk to these mouse people, but we got a cry out for distress, and that was my first job, and so we went, and I didn't really know what to expect. Very, very superstitious group, and I met with this one fella who was explaining to me that they thought that their whole caravan was cursed. They thought there was some kind of dark magic looming, for everybody was continuing to have these psychic visions and hallucinations and fever and sweats, and everybody was acting really strange and more paranoid than ever. And they thought they had been cursed, so they wanted us to find the source of this magic, and that's not really something I've ever dealt with. You know, I grow things in the ground, and I know what their properties are, and that's how I heal people. And I was pretty shy at first. And the other icons that I was with were kind of argumentative with the Ninjumi. They're like, no, it's not magic. And nobody really seemed to be listening to them. And so I kind of kept quiet. And I was sort of standing back, and this little mouse guy knocked right into me, almost took me off my feet. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, ma'am." And I look up, and he's got these big glasses. One of the lenses is broken. And I noticed that he had a little apron on. I was like, "Oh, it's the chef of the group." And so I started talking to him a little bit. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, I can't really see very well. I broke some of my glasses, and ever since all these hallucinations are happening, and everything's a panic, and I'm so sorry." And I said, "All right, show me what you make. I'm a chef too." So he's kind of nervous at first, but showed me some of his recipe books and sort of the things he prepares for everybody on the road, and lots of stews and different salads, and they're a harvesting group. And they never stay in the same place twice, so they're always moving around. And we were at this particularly boggy lowlands, and there's a lot of fungi around. And my brain started going, and all I was hearing was there's a curse about. I asked him, when did this happen? He said, "Oh, 2 nights ago, It's when it all really went down. But everybody's been kind of weird ever since. And I was like, what did you serve? And he was showing me the things he served. And he made this little mushroom stew. And I was like, what kind of mushrooms did you use? And he told me, he was like, oh, regular button mushrooms. And I was like, can you show me where these are growing? And so he takes me to where he found the mushrooms. And I take a look at them. Like, those are regular mushrooms, friend. But he couldn't see because one of his glasses was broken. And he couldn't tell, but there's very, very small blue veins on it. I said, you haven't been cursed. You've been drugged. And so don't worry about it. A couple days, some nice water, some nice naps.
Some soft music.
Soft music.
Yeah.
Low lights. You'll be just fine. So it turns out they're all just tripping. And I solved the problem. But see, the other icons, they weren't listening. They were hung up on this curse thing, these superstitious folk. And I learned a little bit to be quiet and listen to the quiet ones in the group and not always the person that's the loudest. And it taught me a lot.
Some wisdom right there.
As Aoife shares this story, you also reflect, Barnicus, on your experiences, both as an icon, as the feelings are brought up by the memory that you shared. How did the memory make you feel as an icon?
So Barnicus had a different experience. It did sort of remind him of the first time he realized he was becoming an icon. He had his first experience with Architect when a ruin appeared near where his caravan was traveling, and they went to go investigate, and they ran into a group of raiders, and the raiders basically decimated the village and took everything from the Architect except one tiny shard, like almost dust-sized shard. And as soon as he picked that up, he felt almost like when that memory was triggered. Like he was tapping into something that was bigger than him for the first time. And he knew instinctively that he wanted to somehow work this piece of shard into what he already knew about how to make wooden toys, but he didn't have the right things to work it. So he scrounged around and took some of that Arcan metal and made himself a little set of tools and sort of discovered that his specialty was to make a wind-up toy, put a tiny shard inside the key to the wind-up toy, and have that power the toy. And the first time he ever did that, he basically almost blew up all of his brood siblings and almost destroyed the house, but realized that, well, finished destroying the house, and then realized what he was becoming. And ever since then, he can sort of look at technology and work with it without having really any idea what he's doing. So he's sort of an idiot savant icon.
What was the first successful wind-up toy, wind-up trinket that you made?
It was a tiny Chocoraptor that basically went berserk and tried to attack everybody, and then it jumped into the fire and exploded.
The one that you carry with you, which mark is that? Like, if Mark 1 went haywire, which one was the successful one?
Number 8. Number 8 just happens to be his favorite number. It's the number of arms that he has, even though he keeps most of them. His favorite number.
Amazing.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Vidya, as you look into the flames and hear your new, seemingly for now, long-term companions traveling icons share their stories and their feelings about this shared memory that you have. What does it do for you? How does it make you feel?
Vidya has in some ways, I think, kind of been looking for something like this her whole life. As a junior chronicler, she was sent out into the world to kind of find her life's purpose, and last time she wasn't really like, oh well, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm an icon, but it never really felt real to her. Like, she didn't quite understand why she had been given this power and why she could do these magical sealer activities, and it just kind of was, and she never really felt strong, like she never really felt like truly connected to it. But unlocking the memory was so powerful for her. There was something like a gravitas to it. Like there was a gravity, like something just kind of pulled her back down and went, hey, this is your moment. This is that thing you've been looking for and waiting for. This is what you were sent out into the world to do. And now it's here. So buckle up, girlfriend. And it's made her, I think, in a similar but almost opposite spectrum to Aoife, very like contemplative and kind of in her own thoughts. But it's like she's kind of settling into this feeling of, no, I really am an icon now. Like, this is real. I'm not just faking it till I make it. I'm not just some imposter syndrome, whatever. This is real. I am one of 3 people in all of Arden Eld who know this magical thing. And it's just, the weight of that is something that she's kind of just been processing, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Of all of the kind of like this newfound euphoria, this newfound confidence, this heightened understanding of self. I am an icon. I know what that is. That the good feeling of that, the feeling of strength, doesn't go away, but you still can't help every once in a while but think, just to ask yourself, but what will that mean? Mm-hmm. The fire warms you throughout the night as you continue to share and speak with each other. Most of your kids are asleep, either in the pouch or out by the fire itself. Except for one who has gotten particularly good at stealth and has a neat little pair of binoculars.
Siobhan. Little Siobhan.
You see her just in a bush, just and goes. She's not gonna go far, but she's exploring her new.
Barnicus goes, that's right.
Can't see me.
You're right, I can't, little one.
The other ones, you see little like legs switching, like thumping.
Oh,
Sleep, making little sounds. They're pretty cute when they're all quiet.
And you lay down for the night on your path. The destination was also locked into place once the memory was shared with you, and it kind of echoed out almost like a fan of light that then focused and narrowed in and pointed to the north of the continent. And the more and more you've traveled over this past few days and going into weeks now, you know that the destination, based on the path you're going, and as the terrain gets higher and colder, you're on your way to the guild city of Aetherheim. And with that, we are gonna jump into Talespire and take us to Aetherheim. Which, like, you know, I didn't like spend like a long time building or whatever.
How do you spell Aetherheim?
That is Aetherheim.
Chaim.
Heim.
Chaim.
Aetherheim.
It's okay. You can take credit.
I knew an Aetherheim once.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh, no time at all.
Beautiful.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I can't wait to break things in there.
Holy.
You
Nicely done.
Oh.
and you see the city itself from quite far away, but it's not you three that we're going to see the city firsthand through. Rather, we are going to see it through the eyes of our fourth icon.
That ship.
What?
So give me just a second here to get you.
So wild.
That is beautiful.
Stunning, man.
Wow.
Ooh, look at him on there. He looks so cool.
Oh, he's so cool. Look at this guy.
In Enosis, the wave, the echo that permeated through the aether, it affected you very suddenly, very unexpectedly. You sensed something that felt intangible at first and then consumed your entire sense of reality. You saw what can only be explained as a memory, the memory of the very first person to call himself an icon. Why you felt this, you don't know yet. But it compelled you to come to Aetherheim. What did that memory make you feel, and where were you when you felt it?
So for Enosis, he was on the islands where he made his new home. As the world was getting more turbulent, the seas began to rage. We've seen this before, these patterns of demons that come out of the ocean and attack his home, attack the people he loves. And he's forced into battle at this moment. As the tide of the battle was overwhelming, he reached deep within himself, knowing that he would have to separate heaven and hell in order to push back the tide. And when he reached for that power, everything stopped. As he saw the first icon, he saw these three icons reaching out to turn off the machines, to force this memory back into this world. And as it echoed outward, and you saw the waves sweep over and reclaim these demons back to the depths, he woke up and knew he had to go.
Shivers.
Hell yeah, dude. The feeling disoriented some other icons around you who may have been helping you fight demons on the islands that you call home. Maybe not as experienced as you, that might be it. who can say? The way of magic and dust is unpredictable at the best of times. But you are the only one who can recall the memory tangibly. You made your way, be it by land or sea at first, but eventually by airship, all the way north to the walled guild city of Aetherheim. You're on your airship, and it kind of docks at a tower, and the pilot of it, a young Zixo, with like a few extra antennas than usual, says, "This is our stop. Final stop, Aetherheim."
You know, Sydney, but I'm glad I don't have to jump this time.
Right. Who would make you jump from? Okay. Ta-ta. As you take your giant hammer. What is your hammer made out of?
My hammer is made out of this special, like, marble-ridden stone that just contains a little bit of a charge in it. He picked that up after smashing a particularly hard demon one day, and it shattered into these pieces. And he just picked one of them up and fit it on the end of a staff as, like, the vines closed around it. Puts it on, gives one of the deckhands like a backslap that's a little too hard, and steps off the ship.
Okay.
Enosis was hot.
I wasn't gonna say it, you know. I'm not saying. I'm just saying, you know.
Dang.
His nickname is Hammer Daddy.
Woo!
So I'm just gonna move Enosis to the bottom of this tower here.
Woo! Whee!
Somewhere.
As you, I will show you exactly where he is. In fact, because I have that power.
There he is.
Watch, I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna catch him. Oh, there we go.
We got him.
We're gonna be creepers and look at him through the cracks of this building.
Ooh, that.
I don't know, but he's got a
Oh,
sword.
yeah.
So as you leave the airship dock, you find yourself in the Artifice district. You see shops and carts and stalls on either end, or rather on either side of you, each selling their goods and wares. Two in particular stand out. One is selling what seems like architect trinkets and baubles and things that you may or may not understand. And the other one is selling things you certainly do understand: arms, armor, armaments.
Tempted to outfit anyone today?
No one's asking.
I'm asking. What's it to you? Where do you make your armor? Right here?
Right here,
And where does the ore come from?
in the mountain itself.
Which one?
This mountain.
So, it's cold iron then.
Indeed.
Why is it so hot?
Enosis.
You see this this master of the Buster Sword, normally very like stoic and terse face, just goes very blush red, like, oh. So I get off at 6.
Excellent. I'll make you tea.
Oh. What kind of tea? And we're gonna cut there as you discuss the particulars of tea. I'd imagine he is a poorer guy, but who can say? And we're gonna sweep over very quickly here to the rest of our characters arriving. If you would give me just a moment here.
I think because we're up in the mountains and it's cold, like all of my bunnies and me included have instinctually like our undercoats have gotten a little bit puffier, so everyone's just a little bit fuzzier, like
Oh my god.
naturally, and like our little noses are really pink and like everything's just like a little floofier.
Oh my gosh.
Barnicus is just all like, oh, your hair is getting all over me. It's in my joints. He's picking it out of his joints and stuff like that.
Sorry.
He's disgusted by your fur.
One of her children pops out of the bag and is completely hairless and says, "Not me!" Did that child start out hairless, or is this a new development?
George, why are you naked? Which brother did it?
Sven.
Sven!
No! As
Just has like a little like
as the
razor.
as the three of you arrive, on your mounted vehicles.
Oh my gosh, look at my
Yes!
dirt bike.
Oh my god.
My little motorbike, that's so cool. Look at this Joker Raptor.
Oh my god.
Go little robot.
Look at that.
I am freaking out.
I'm gonna take this brief moment of excitement to jump into our live Twitch audience and let you know from here on out how you can inform and influence the game that we're playing. We have redemptions available to all of you in the Twitch chat. If you cheer 100 bits, you can give a boon to the players, which will benefit them with a D6, or you can give. You can cheer 100 bits and give them a curse, which would take away one D6.
Don't do that.
At my
Don't do that.
choosing. Please keep in mind that conflict is the key ingredient to a good story. So please.
Okay, do that.
Holler at your boy.
It's fine.
All
Do
right?
that.
Or help us out because you love us.
As well, another thing you can do now that our characters are a little bit stronger than they were in Chapter 1, is you can use channel redemption points to activate their epic limit breaks.
Let's go.
I'll know when they have them. They won't know when they have them until a narratively appropriate point in our game.
Oh heck.
So many secrets.
Oh heck.
So many secrets. It's getting spicy.
Okay, so the three of you arrive at the front gates, and when you first arrived at the town of Towers Fall, the guards were pretty laid back, very just kind of leaning on their pikes and spears and just being like, "Who goes there?" kind of vibe. These guards at the front gate. Yes.
Just one more time, can you do that?
Who goes there?
He's a geezer.
Thank you. These guards are standing at constant attention, and they speak with authority when they see you arrive, and they say, "Halt! Who goes there?"
And he says, "Hello, my name is Barnicus." With the exact same energy that he says every single time.
Vidya, in a change from last episode, says 3 icons at your service.
Ooh!
Yeah, what she said.
The guards look at each other and nod in unison, and they say, "You too must have heard the call then.
I did.
Enjoy the amenities of our fair city of Aetherheim, but do make haste to the guild hall. The council will wish to speak with you."
Ooh, filmed official.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
And with that, the gates open. I said the gates open. There you go. You each dismount your vehicles.
That's so neat!
That's really cool.
That's so cool!
And you freely make your way inside. He got really fascinated by the wall there.
Look at this architecture, it's just fantastic.
We were so close to looking cool to those guards, and then we just messed it up right to the last minute. Gosh, darn it.
That was really good.
I think we just rushed the guards in our excitement to look at that wall.
I have never seen mason work like this. The guards are kind of like, it happens every time.
Icons always walk 3 abreast.
Damn icons.
Up, up, down, down, left, right.
Right, left, right. And it is as you enter the front gates here that the 3 of you see a familiar face in the streets.
Hey, it's Hammer Daddy.
Well, as I live in
Hey, nothing.
Oh, hello!
Huh.
been some time since we saw each other in Container.
Yes!
Yeah, what you doing around here?
You did something.
What?
Huh?
I felt it across the world.
Oh my gosh.
I like
Wow, that was-
immediately. I'm suspicious of my bunnies that they did something. Like, what did they do?
I'm immediately covering. No. It was the Silra.
You turned something
What?
off.
Oh yeah, we did.
Wait, how did you feel that?
You put an echo out into the world.
Oh.
Do you think other people know? Or just you?
Well, you have my gratitude. Whatever you did, it forced the demons that were attacking my island to retreat.
Yes, I definitely did
Yeah, I
that.
totally
yes.
meant to do that, for
Definitely
sure.
excited to take credit for that now.
We're
Glad,
really,
glad
good,
to be of service.
really good icons, eh?
Yeah.
So talented, wow.
Ever since, been having nightmares.
Oh, sorry.
The one where your teeth fall out. Get that all the time.
Oh God, no.
So scary.
Something about fighting back? A first icon?
Yes.
You saw him too. Sky.
I was worried.
Why?
What he represents. What you've unleashed into this world. You're important now. More than ever.
Oh crap.
Oh, crab indeed.
That's my boy.
Well, we didn't mean to cause any sort of echo amongst the lands, but we were just fulfilling an icon job, and it sort of escalated quickly.
Well, it unlocked something in me. Strong desire to be here with you.
Well, we're happy to have you.
Yeah, good to see you again.
I guess 4 is better than 3.
Yeah. We just got here from Towersfall. That's where we unlocked the thing. But we just at the gates just now. They said that the guild someone's needed to see us?
Guild Council.
Guild Council.
Do you know anything about that?
No.
We'll just go check it out.
I guess we've
You
got
wanna
a job
come with?
to do. Yeah, come.
I was going to have some tea, but this sounds better.
There's always time for tea later. Come be a fizzle with us.
I mean, tea is also important.
Very well. I've brought you some gifts.
No, you didn't.
What?
And I hand out little satchels that contain like seafood jerky,
Oh,
like dried fish and stuff like that.
Oh,
delicious.
thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, go great with a chowder.
I was thinking the exact same thing, like IRL. I'm like, ugh.
Amazing.
And upon your discretion, I've also brought you some candied ones for your little ones.
Oh, I'm sure they're gonna love it. Thank you so much. Look what Uncle Enosis brought you.
You see as many heads as can pop out of the bag without it bursting open. 7 heads appear out of the bag and go, candy, 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 candy. And one goes, candy?
Oh.
Who's the sick one again?
This is Thomas, yeah. Wee Thomas.
Poor thick Thomas.
He's mommy's special boy.
And who's the bald one?
That one's George.
Okay.
That's George. We're gonna have to find him a sweater.
No, he's evolving.
I don't.
Fine.
No, he is.
He will become his final form. Give up the fur,
no.
gain the shell.
He's gonna freeze his little
It's cold.
tail off.
You'll freeze before he evolves.
George isn't one of the heads that pops out of the bag, but you do hear from inside of the bag. Oh, hail crab!
All hail crab.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Here we go.
That's right, buddy.
Just stay down there till you stay warm. It's chilly out.
Well, as long as he keeps his ears, I'm sure he'll regulate temperature properly.
I hope so.
Right.
As you say it's chilly out, you realize how much of that is just motherly, instinct, more like just a reflex to make sure your kids are bundled up, and how much of that is false, because the guild city of Aetherheim is powered by incredibly powerful dust gathering towers, and it affords a few unique benefits to the city itself. For as far away as it is and as high up on a mountain as it is, it's quite a bustling place. Maybe not on Talespire itself, because I didn't want my computer to go slow, but there you see a great number of people walking through the streets, and they're all wearing like spring wear. Like it's unnaturally, it's magically warm here. I
Is
wouldn't
it
call
different
it hot.
from the outside gates? Like,
Yes.
So yeah. So
Like
she's
we walked through and it's warm.
walked
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
Like, wait a second.
And it's not a drastic change until you say it out loud.
Huh.
And then you kind of realize, wait a minute.
It's actually quite nice. Like a warm spring day. Huh. Well, maybe you made the right call. Shave it down. It looks pretty stupid though.
So,
Little things, bunny.
Patches.
Just a bit more kind of info as you look around. The district that you're in is historically called the Healers District. It's more of like a social gathering hub, a bit of a market in its own way, but like it was known as the Healers District because of the temples that gathered dust and channeled aether into healing because of the farmers and farmers markets that would travel from across the land to bring their wares and sell them here. And now it's known for its pubs and things like that as well. But all of those features are still very much there. I'm gonna say something out loud. You don't. This is not. This is not gonna be specifically for you. But just as a quick aside, just to kind of like help the fine folks who are playing here and there and everywhere with Talespire, one of the cool features that you have is there is a green tab on the right-hand side of the screen. If you scroll that up and down, it will kind of reveal things on the inside or not. Spoiler alert, there's not much inside. I didn't have a lot of time. But but that is a cool feature that Talespire has. And if you bring it all the way to the top, the buildings and structures are whole. So in this warm, comfortable, and welcoming place, the healers district and the artificers district next to it. You can kind of take some time to explore the city around you if you would like, or would you like to make your way to the council right away?
Oh, I like to look around a little bit.
Yeah, first time here.
Yeah, let's go. Let's check out the city.
I don't think I've actually seen a city this big. I mean, certainly my home was not this bustling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for are there any little stalls of people selling different goods, like little farmer market stalls still?
Even as you're in the healers district here, it's the kind of thing where you're a very pragmatic individual, and you think, okay, I'm gonna take my time to look around at things, and I'm not gonna get stuck at one place. But immediately, you get stuck at one of the first stalls that you come to, and you see a very old, thin woman hunched over on her old, aged wood, mossy walking stick in one hand, and very matter-of-factly hand on her other hip, holding a wooden spoon about the same age as her walking stick, and she is standing next to a large cauldron of some bubbling potion.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach her. Hi, madam. What you making here?
Malibu stew.
What? Malibu stew.
Malibu stew.
Malibu stew.
Malibu stew.
What's in Malibu stew?
Malibu.
What's Malibu?
Malibu. M-A-L-A-B-U. Malibu.
The last part makes her jump. Oh.
Big green fangs.
Oh.
La 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 las. Meh.
Okay.
Plant. Animal. Monster.
Ah.
Icons. Slay. We eat.
Ah, delicious.
Very good.
Is this local to the area?
Malibu.
I see. Well, could I have a bowl?
Yeah.
How much?
She kind of like sees the bag on your back, kind of like shuffling, and she starts to try to go. One bull.
They're pretty little. They could. What? Let's get 2 bulls and they can share.
Small bulls.
Don't fall for the fella.
I kind of thrust my hips a little bit in my little ladle. Kind of. I want her to know that she's also messing with a stew lady. Well, I'd like to try it first. Don't want to get 19 bowls of soup and not like it.
She takes a bowl that is very large. It says, "See, small," and takes her spoon and stirs the cauldron. She can barely reach the top of it, and then and the whole thing is full in one scoop.
Oh, wow.
Just a small taste. Huh?
Sure. And I give it a try. What does it taste like?
Okay, so
No.
this is going to have an effect on you. Whether or not that effect is positive or negative is going to be up to what you choose to roll here.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to choose without knowing?
It feels like it's overwhelming your senses, and you immediately have to like counteract it in some way. It can be like a positive rush. It could be like, or it could be like a bad time, and you're not sure which. So you're gonna have to put in a bit of effort here.
Okay. I'm gonna roll an endure because I've got a very good palate, and I've tried a lot of weird shit.
Okay.
So I think it's gonna be that endure, like, you know, like the first time that you have saffron and you're like, I don't know if I like this or not.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of
Yeah.
endurance to be like, hold through,
Yep.
let all the flavors develop.
Exactly.
Let's see what that's like.
Okay.
So I'll roll an endure.
Okay.
I only have 1 dice for that. It's a 1.
Oh!
Thank you. From the peanut gallery there.
For those of you at home, the techs are excited.
Yeah.
I love laughing at my expense.
This stew is a test of one's countenance, of one's exactly right, your endurance. It's not too spicy. It's not too sweet, sour, salty, bitter, pungent, astringent. It's not too much of any one of those things. It is too much of all of them at once. And you know, in a better world, this is just an acquired taste that would eventually grow upon you. For now, it is the most intense thing you've ever had. Please take a point of strength.
Oh gosh.
And what does it look like as you, what is your reaction here?
I immediately start shedding. Just tufts of fur just start.
Oh no.
And I get a little shivery, and every time I shiver, like a little cloud of fur comes out. But I'm trying to play it cool. So I'm like, just making a lot of grunt. Just feeling a lot. My one leg starts thumping.
Thumper.
Her tail's just.
Yeah. All of your kids are watching this happen, like, except George, who is like picking up the tufts of fur that are falling out, and is like,
Oh, poor baby.
Starts felting it together.
and she says, Malibu. Good, huh? That happens. Malibu monster causes confusion. Poison.
Oh.
Stunning. Very good.
It's
Never say these things before serving people?
Oh, not the stew. The monster.
Looks like the stew does it too.
Nah, the stew just tastes it. It's very good.
anybody else?
Okay.
Anybody else?
I don't think I'm hungry.
I kind of do.
Do it.
Please tell me which role you would like to make as these bulls come out in a flash. Tossed up, tossed up, tossed like a disc your way. You don't have a chance to fail at catching these bulls. You realize it's not you, it's her.
I'm gonna use Endure as well. I think I have got one extra, so if I've got one pip in there, that means I roll 2 die.
Yep. Yeah, so like, based on that roll there, I would say this would be like a medium risk normally because that's what
1 4 and 1 6. 1 6.
because you rolled a 1, you needed to get a 6.
Yes.
And you got a 6. It tastes like all of those things at once, but instead of overwhelming your tongue, your palate, I don't know how crustaceans taste, so we're gonna make some shit up here.
We taste very good.
Little butter, little lemon.
All right.
A little butter, a little bit of lemon.
It doesn't overwhelm. It titillates and balances and dances throughout your whole palate. This is an acquired taste, and you have acquired it immediately.
Barnicus shivers all over and goes, "Whoa, that's totes crayfish." Wow.
As a result of that, I'm gonna give you one boon
More sense.
that you may use at your discretion.
Oh, I want in.
Please roll. And
seems
tell
like-
me what you would like to roll.
Because Enosis is so excited for this endurance test, he's gonna push himself to his limits and just fill his mouth and try to experience this entire bowl in one gulp.
Got it. Yeah.
What a bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a
Tea and
bro.
dumplings.
I'm a huge fan. What would you like to roll for this?
So I am going to use my endurance, and then I'm going to use my ability to just push this endurance test to its maximum, so that I can push by using a point of strain.
Okay.
Of effort.
Yep.
No successes.
Okay.
We're on
So it's what happens here is that your mouth is absolutely full with this stew, the Malibu stew. The tastes start to hit you and impact you, and they don't necessarily taste bad, but it is so overwhelming to you that you need to swallow it rapidly. And that hurts to do physically. So please take 1 more point of strain. As it all.
This is an experience I've not felt before.
Such an anime way to eat soup. You just had the action lines behind him while he ate that soup.
It's just like leaning
the most
back.
anime
It's like
moment.
his hammer is like catching him.
Yeah. You have a bowl of Malibu stew in your hands. This is a small bowl, it's a big bowl. You have seen a spectrum of reactions to this stew. What would you like to do?
I think I'm going to take a spoon and take a spoonful very cautiously because I feel like it would be rude to refuse it at this point. You know, just saying. And to that end, can I? Don't know how I can sense my way through this. But could I charm my way through this?
I need you to sell me on it.
Listen,
I get off on the 5th floor. Go.
So I am Vidya. I'm adorable. I'm charming. I'm sparkly. And also, I'm hoping that if I take a little sip and politely sip at it, that it won't be so overwhelming, and that I can tell her that it's lovely.
Interesting. So you're going to use.
You can tell me no, it's okay.
No. You're going to use good manners as a technique to consume this soup in such a way that it might not overwhelm you all at once as it has your fellow icons and friends.
Correct.
Please roll charm.
Okay.
You take that super long.
It is still
mostly
a hard roll.
Well, I got 1 6.
That's a 6.
That's all I need. It's a 6. 2 ones.
With each spoonful that you have, it delivers one of the what did I say? 6 or 7 tastes. Each one just touching and informing a different part of your palate, and then slowly coming together to create an incredibly well-balanced, in no way overwhelming, beautiful stew.
It's like dark chocolate, little nibbles.
Yeah. I didn't do that.
I'm still just finishing mine.
Listen,
It's a messy process.
from one soup maker to another, I gotta say that, for me, the worst thing you can be is boring, and this certainly not boring. This has been a very interesting thing that I won't forget anytime soon. I'll give her some money, whatever is appropriate.
It is it's a pouch of dust. It's been refined and acts as currency. You kind of like weigh some out of a larger pouch into a smaller one. It is a respectable amount, and she is in no way offended by it. She graciously takes it and says, "Thank you." And then she goes back into her stall and comes out with a burlap bound bundle of something. And she says, "Malibu."
Oh, something to eat.
Cook low and slow, then high and fast.
Oh.
Low and slow and then high and fast.
Raw, deadly boys.
Gotcha. All right. You heard that, wee ones? You don't eat this raw. We'll cook this tonight, all right?
Flavor with allspice.
Allspice. Delicious. Thank you so much.
Nice ladle.
Wait, I don't know. I love her. What?
Barnicus is gonna just like give one of these to some of his gills. Wink one of his eye stalks.
The Thrin are long-lived individuals, and from that gesture and a wink, you know right away that she has lived long.
And well.
And well.
You go, girl.
You find yourself now running a little short on time. The guild hall is right ahead of you. If you wanted to make a quick jaunt to the artificers' hall or the artificers' district, you could, but time is running a little short. The sun is getting low.
Yeah, maybe we could go to the artificers' district after.
Do that after.
Yeah, after.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Thanks for amusing me with a soup. A soup
Delicious.
side quest.
It was,
Delicious.
it was an adventure. Wasn't that bad, actually.
It was. There they are. Higher do they fall. All right, let's go to the guild.
Let's go.
You make your way to the yeah, gotcha. To the front gate of the guild hall, which is a massive old stone structure carved out of the mountain itself. Who has like, I know you for sure. You're kind of like a bit of a history buff here. Who else might know a thing or two about history? Maybe about architecture, maybe about society and things like that in the world of Arden Eld.
Oh no.
You've seen a lot.
We need to find a smart person. You there!
Me?
And
My name's Vidya.
yes. But if we find a smart person, you're the smartest in the room, it appears.
I would agree with this. What's in your blank book?
You're walking. Don't show behind the curtain.
Old chronicler trick, invisible ink. Hold it up to the moon when it is full, and you will see.
There's a guard like about 15 feet away from you at the gate of the guild hall, and like the background sees that like as you say, hold it up to the moon and point up to the mid to late afternoon sky. He just
Like we said, she's the smartest person.
Complete silence.
what would you like to roll to learn a thing or two about this place? To learn some lore about this place.
Could I roll steady?
You sure can.
Thank you. I do have my big book after all.
This will be like pretty easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does a 5 sound?
5 sounds great. So not only is like the majesty and magnificence of this structure quite apparent, it also kind of like tells a story. Its make and the masonry, the pattern work in the walls, the very architecture itself tells a story of the time after the fall of the Arkan Empire. There was an attempted reclamation of both architect and of architectural styles from before the Arkan Empire, much of which was forgotten, so they had to fill in the gaps a bit. And this structure is one of the last existing intact examples of Titan Age architecture. It was clearly modified by the Arkan Empire, but it is much older than that. And as you approach the gate, the guards say, "Icons?"
Yes.
Aye.
Oh,
No.
Siri, do not look up icon.
You're just supposed to play tabletop with us.
I am on my way.
No, don't go. No, please don't. And the guards in perfect unison stamp their spears on the ground, and the doors open wide.
Oh.
As those doors open wide, you see another pair of guards inside the gate passage, and they too stomp. And the larger doors to the guild hall itself open wide also.
Wow.
Makes me want to run.
I don't think that's appropriate. I think we can just run.
How about a purposeful stride?
I like a purposeful stride.
Like this, I'm gonna get on my robot.
Oh boy.
Just wait for them to
Only
catch
on Questline could you find a crab on a Segway as part of the thing we're doing at work today.
Hell yeah. Hey, he's not just a Segway, his name is Crablito.
No.
It's true. I have a Crablito written down next to Hammer Daddy as canon.
I'm really upset right now, but it's okay.
Do the rest of you enter?
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
As the four of you enter these grand and hallowed halls, you see like this rather. If it's too dark, you might want to hit. No, I think you're good. These halls are beautifully lit by candlelight, which, given the dust gatherers that power the magic in this place, may be an ancient way to automatically light and fuel torches and candles.
Are the dust gathering temples, are they common? Is this something we've seen before, or is this
They are, but they've never looked this grandiose.
Okay.
Here. And the as you enter the hall, you see two more guards at the end of it, presumably guarding the main council chamber. You see two paths that lead to other halls. And then standing in the middle, you see a very tall, incredibly stout trog woman who is dressed like a sky captain, wearing her regalia proudly, and complete with a hat and what looks like a dust-tipped lance.
Ooh. Hello. Hi, we're icons.
Yeah, I know. You don't see it at first until she inhales the large half-rot cigar that's just naturally just staying there magically. Just. So you saw stuff?
Yeah, we saw some stuff.
What'd you see?
We had the Malibu stew.
What? No, I mean the stuff. You saw the.
Oh, the important stuff. I'm sorry.
Did everybody see it?
No, only important people. I mean, so far.
How did you
How'd
know?
you know?
Because I'm important people.
Oh.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we saw I look around at the group to give them it's okay that I tell it. This is probably fine. What's the probably fine?
Important as per your station, based on your state of dress.
Sky Captain, Icon. You can call me Auburn Payne. Captain Auburn Payne.
I don't need titles. Simply, Enosis. I'll take my hammer off and bam bam.
Enosis. Of the earth.
Who chooses to live at the sea.
Oh. Thought I recognized your whole, get up there. Demon hunter. Neat.
Sharpen those words.
I like
Barnicus
you.
is just looking back and forth.
Yeah, same.
Wow.
Though, are you like important?
I'm just a blunt instrument.
I think I read his dad's books once. They were just both very big.
A bunch of your kids like when they see someone that they haven't seen, they're just like staring like too long. She kind of looks down at them and goes, and they go. You also gasp. That's great.
I tighten the strings on the sack. Stay there. I'm an Aoife of the soup. We're icons as well. A little less glamorous, I'd say. But we were told we have to come here. So are you the one that called us in, or
No,
who did that?
them. And she points back at the closed door.
Well,
Oh, someone more important than you. I'm
I think what he's saying is, why don't we talk to everyone together?
That's up to them, I guess.
Sure.
What's your whole vibe?
I'm Vidya from Haven's Ledge.
I didn't ask what your name was. I asked your vibe.
Chronicler.
Books.
Yeah. Big ones. Uh-huh. What about it?
I don't know.
A sealed demons back into hell. Sheesh.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you.
The whole book thing, though, real experiences out there, not in there. And if you want to seal demons back to hell, you could do what he does, but I don't know, be a little less blunt about it.
Listen, we all have our talents, and they're all equally great.
You're gonna find out pretty soon that that's not true.
I don't like your lip. I'm a mother of 19. Nobody talks down to me like this.
19.
Aye.
Why aren't you the captain of a ship? Ha! I'm funny.
No, you're not. What's your deal anyways? All you've said is you're Captain Auburn Payne and that you're important.
Yeah, your vibe is not good.
I think you're wrong. My vibe is rad. Books. I saw a bunch over there if you want to like hang out over there.
Thanks, I might check that out later. Can I do a study roll on this individual?
What would you like to learn?
I am hoping to. Well, actually, I'll let you choose between study or sense. But I'm trying to discern what their actual vibe is. I don't know which skill would be better for that.
Study is accurate.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll be hard.
That's what I figured.
This person is forgive the expression, not an open book.
No, fair.
You're not the only one with puns.
Can I assist in the scene by speaking in Titan, whether she knows it or not?
Ooh.
And just using my presence to like give a sense of awe and use my command to maybe help you kind of check out these vibes.
Are you speaking to me in Titan?
No, I'm gonna speak to her, but you might pick up
I
this shit.
I have a bond power called Color Tongue, which means that I will understand it. So if you
Beautiful.
want to message me anything, subtly, you can. Just letting you know.
I like wait to catch her eye, and then as soon as she gives me the glance, Eternity Vramen!
Please make your roll. Does your help roll give her a die to roll, or do
If
you
I'm
roll
successful.
that die?
If I'm
okay.
Oh, right.
Please roll.
Why?
Oh no! Oh no!
How'd you do?
We have one of those, don't we?
You do.
Yeah.
I think it's time to
You no longer have it.
pull out the big
I have it.
guns.
Ah!
There you go.
No.
Oh, okay. The universe is just saying no.
The universe has said
just
no?
the two for me then. Okay.
So instead of like it being overpowering, it is. I like stumble on the word. It's Shoni Day! Freeman! And now you're confused.
Yeah. Vidya's eye is like trying not to twitch because she's like something was off there, but she's gonna roll with the. She's gonna just give it her best shot. Steady roll. Let's go. No, that's a 2. Never mind.
So she looks you dead in the eye and says, Tavtaka Krontas. And the guard says, hey.
What does
He
that
goes,
mean?
he goes,
What does that mean?
I speak languages.
oh, yeah. Well, I just made it up. So,
What does it mean?
it means strength for all time.
Oh dang. Okay. All right. Sheesh, lady.
I'm imagining the language of Titans is like verbal debates through exchanges of like powerful declarations.
Hearing that, I take a point of strain.
You do.
Okay.
And you not only don't get a vibe check from her, but you are intimidated by her. You are going to take a point of strain while you are around her. You can give yourself that point back when she's gone.
Okay.
And it's at that point that the gates open. The large doors to the council hall open wide. And the guards say, you may enter to meet the council. And you will do exactly that when we come back.
Fast.
We're just gonna take a quick human break. Please stick around. We will be right back.
Quick friend break.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Eternity Fragment Part 2, Chapter 2. I left you hanging there for a bit. I have a stutter. Okay, so a number of things have happened in game, but also a number of things have happened outside of game that have affected our game. Not the least of which was a bit of a technical difficulty, which prevented me from seeing all the amazing activity that was happening in the chat here. Thank you all so very, very much. I'm going to
Thank you.
redeem those things now. Okay, so first things first is we have a number of boons and curses to redeem here. As the ebb and flow of aether starts to take hold and take effect, perhaps it was the magic field in the city of Aetherheim itself that was taking its toll. But these are more hallowed halls. They are directing and channeling aether energy in a different way, a much older way. And that is how you give narrative intent to a Wi-Fi error. So we have a number of boons to redeem for you here now.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is 1. 2.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Ooh, thank you.
3.
Keep 'em coming.
Forever.
That's the rest of the stream.
It might be. I literally don't have enough aether here to affect how many boons you've
Oh my gosh.
gotten. I've poured 3 of the 15 that you got. So thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm gonna say that, like, and I'll talk while I pour, because of the late acknowledgement of your interaction, that you'll get an extra one for free that I cannot redeem back into a curse.
I like this.
Things are
Wow.
coming up us.
Look at, listen.
We got 40
really
use in an
satisfying
hour
to-
and a half. Let's abuse this privilege. Yes.
That's really satisfying.
Someone's
to watch
bunnies
that
need
fill up.
jetpacks.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
And helmets.
That's,
Don't worry,
thank
they'll
you,
get helmets.
Chat. That's so wild.
Thank you all very, very much. With that said, who would I be if I didn't also acknowledge the curses that we got along the way
Be a good person.
as well? I'd be a good person, but I wouldn't be a good game
But you
master.
wouldn't be a lamb.
You want to talk? Do we? Let's go. 1 curse. Oh, I'm spelling.
Oh.
There you go.
You like this too much.
I do. 2.
Oh, okay. That's good.
He's still not going as high as 15.
Yeah.
I guarantee it's not.
3.
Whoa.
Hey, lawful good dad.
Chat loves us. Chat loves
And that's how many I will allow myself to have for now.
Hey.
If there are more, we're just gonna have to see.
Oh,
The ebb and flow of aether is wildly unpredictable. Another thing I have to acknowledge as well is that one limit break was redeemed for you also. So, at any narratively appropriate point in time, one of you may access your ultimate ability. Seems to be one so far.
George.
The little bald one.
The naked bunny. That's our ultimate ability.
We also had during that time a level 7 hype train
Whoa.
happen. So thank you very, very much. That's huge.
Record breaking.
Huh?
Record breaking.
Yeah, huge. So rock. Thank you very, very much. We are playing a game called Icon. If you are liking what you're seeing gameplay-wise, go to Massif Press on itch.io and pick up the free playtest version of the game. The official version of the game will be announced and then released sometime in the near future, so stay tuned for that also. For our virtual tabletop, we are using Talespire, which is my absolute favorite virtual tabletop that allows you to build custom maps and play really, really awesome games, not just in the fantasy genre, but sci-fi, cyberpunk, modern day, whatever you want, and you can get that in beta mode on Steam now. They're updating constantly and always adding new features, so check them out also. And also, they're compatible with Hero Forge, which is my favorite character builder. And if you use our Questline affiliated link for Hero Forge and make and order your own mini, be it physical or as an STL file or as a compatible file for virtual tabletops, it helps us out a bit too. So holler, holler, holler. What haven't I said? Who would I be if I didn't mention the absolute stunning beats that you've been hearing all game long of the one and only DJ bornndcrazed? Hey! Thank you. All right, and with that, I think that's it. That was a lot, I know. With that,
Good housekeeping. Well done.
thank you.
Good vibes.
Let's jump back in. The doors open to the guild council hall. The walk in after having overtly contentious encounter with the very overtly contentious Auburn Payne. That feeling, it stays with you, but it stays quiet as you enter the guild council hall. Your steps are muffled by the kind of like the red gilded rug that lets you in. And as you walk into the large council table in this beautifully ornate council hall, adorned with statues of figures and beings that you might know or you might not, depending on what you roll and if you want to roll for it.
I mean, how can you dangle that in front of me?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying is all.
But you just saying is all. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying that I need to roll a study roll because you just dangled that in front
Yeah,
of me.
it's the saying that gets her thinking, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Please make that
Didn't leave to doing.
study roll now. I will say that these statues are very old and unlike anything you have ever seen. It is going to be hard. And before you announce that roll, I will let everyone know the more immediate thing that they see is the guild council of Aetherheim. You see the head of the Animus Guild, who is a beautiful Thrin. We're wearing robes seemingly woven with precious metals. You see the champion fighter, Zixo, who is as big as some of the biggest trogs you have ever seen. Arms crossed seemingly naturally. They just kind of...
Barnicus is be like, oh, what's up? All hail crab, brother.
They look at you. Their huge neck cracks as they turn to regard you, and their face does nothing. You see...
How many molting cycles is that?
A lot more than mine. I don't know what he's been eating, but it's definitely not the same bottom food that I have.
He's been eating me.
Maybe he's been eating Malibu.
Oh, maybe.
Anyway.
You see a beautifully adorned fur robe, gold-lined silks and satins, trog, just very casually playing with a very large gem in his hand. He's like playing with it, letting it roll through his fingers, just naturally, gracefully, as if he's done it once, he's done it 1,000 times. And then lastly, you see a beast folk, a cat folk, artificer, wearing beautiful, noble garb, but wearing kind of a architect attuned gloves that seem to be glowing and flickering in response to taps on a completely mechanized scepter in their hand, with a large shard, or rather a small shard, but a large piece of dust glowing at the top of it. The consistency of the flickering and glowing is immaculate. And the council regards the 5 of you as you enter.
Hello. Hi.
Goes, hello, my name. And then he finally like reads the room for once, and he goes, "I'm Barnicus."
We know who you are, says the chief animist, Samamara. We have sought your coming, but it appears we didn't need to put out a call. For what has happened has affected seemingly random icons.
Right. Has it affected you?
No.
How did you know it affected us?
Because you are not the first to arrive. And even before any icons arrived here, something dreadful happened here.
What happened?
The Zixo just like clicks her neck to like over to the door that is behind them. And as you look at the door, you also look at the rest of the room, the 2 large statues on either side of it, and then 2 other statues on either side of the great hall's table. What did you roll for your study?
I rolled a 5.
Okay. You don't know all of their names, but you know that they are beings that are kind of regarded as saints. Maybe not in the religious sense, but maybe in that way also. Regarded as noble heroes of light, presumably either chosen by the Titans, or some say, or some posit that they might be Titans themselves.
Because I am an acolyte, and so my home as a chronicler is part religious, part library, would I know of a procedure or a way of showing deference to these saintly figures?
Yes. there are a number of ways to do that. From what you know of the Titans, there were many of them, and each had different spheres of influence and different requirements or requests to show them honor. One being a valiant celestial hero offers. You would offer them a simple bow. One being a brave warrior and protector, you would show a gesture of strength, oftentimes with a weapon in hand. But if not, your fist will do just fine. For one, it is any regard of focusing on yourself. So more than a bow as a projection outward, but more of a regard of your internal energies. You would imagine how your body interacts with aether. And some people will do it for but a moment and kind of ground themselves. Some might sit and meditate for days or weeks at a time. And then one is to simply read a book that you enjoy.
Because she is in the presence of many people and she cannot take the full time to do everything in great detail, she quickly steps to each of the statues and in turn bows in turn as a gesture of strength, creates a fist where the seal appears on her hand. She then turns to the other one, the internal one, and she takes a breath. She just kind of nods. And to the last one, she just kind of gestures at the book and, winks at the statue and figures that'll do. Good enough.
These statues, also being unlike anything you have ever seen, they have imbued within them shards of aether.
Oh gosh, so I'm
So
glowing.
it's stone. It's stone, and then key parts of their element of their person are carved and set out of aether itself. This seems to be a technique long lost, which is your key indicator of these statues' age. You are resonating with this energy, and it's kind of like flickering and sporadic, but when you gesture to all of them in your own time, it finds a bit more of a harmony, and then it calms down.
Perfect.
Excellent. The council continues to speak. The artificer, high mechanist Regal, they kind of like sniff outward in a way a cat might and go, the door behind us has been closed for thousands of years, sealed by magics, seemingly protective, and now that seal is gone.
Oh,
Oh,
no, you didn't.
Was that us?
I'm not sure.
The memory and the thing with the...
When?
But I mean, not necessarily. But yeah, something else could be happening here. Like how the other ruin came out of the ground. That wasn't us. We just investigated the ruin.
Right,
Right.
of course.
Yeah.
And the boisterous chief merchant Gavarot just kind of like boomingly interrupts over all of you, and he says, "It's simply bad for business. This will not do, not at all."
I'm not quite sure how it happened or why it happened. But I'm also not quite sure what you think we can do about it.
Well, your icons, and this door being ancient or whatever it is, Samamara says, prophecy has foretold that only an icon would open it. We have let 2 in so far, and they have not returned after a number of weeks.
Oh.
Oh. Let's open it.
But as I said, we did not put out a call. Every icon who has come of their own volition, seemingly pulled by something. Forces are at work, and we do not know what darkness they may bring with them.
Although she's kind of scared of Auburn, she kind of glances at Auburn to be like, is that true for you as well?
Yeah.
Got it.
Douchebag! Excuse me.
Pardon?
Well, Aoife was shedding all day, so I just had a sneeze. That sounded like
yeah.
douchebag!
Oh.
Excuse me.
How would you like to hide that from her?
Pardon? With all of the mandibles. All the mandibles get in the way.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. What would you like to roll to hide that from?
Excel, please. Yeah, he's very
Let's
good
go.
at messing.
It'll be
Hang on.
medium.
Oh, God. Did you call her a goose bag?
Yes.
I'm trying to wrap my brain. I'm trying to wrap my brain around the
That's a
insults.
super insult to someone of his religion.
I trust
such
you.
a goose
I just.
You evolved the wrong way.
Okay.
Oh, yeah! 5. 2 5s.
Excellent.
So really 1 is the
She knows your cough was something. She doesn't know what it is. She's not happy, but she wasn't anyway.
Sweet. That's what he figured. He
Works
wins.
for us.
The council speaks. Whatever your will and intent here is not for us to know. But if this gate is open, that means dreadful dangers may come forth at any time.
Do I feel called to this door?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, you're Tharin, so you're already particularly sensitive to aether.
The freckles are definitely going off.
Yeah, but you all feel called to this door. In fact,
Just the door?
it's just
What's
like a
behind it?
it's a feeling that is pulsing there and gone, there and gone. But when it pulses, it's familiar.
I think we have to go.
We must go through that door.
Barnicus is just like twitching with interest and curiosity and.
Then what are we wasting time for then?
All
Let's
right,
go.
Brenda, let's go.
If we don't come back in a couple days, are you gonna come find us, or they're gonna send?
The champion fighter, Ellie, regards you and just goes,
Okay. All right. Well, don't have much choice.
That's not terrible
Not very
at all.
helpful, but.
All right. Anyways, onwards.
may the blessings of the Titans drive your power, icons.
Thank you.
As I step past the celestial statue, I dip a piece of bread in water and leave it on the pedestal.
I go to eat it and then realize that it's probably not the best idea.
Okay. As Vidya slaps your claw away.
It looks.
Um,
I love soggy bread.
You do this gesture without thinking. I don't think you've ever done this gesture ever. You're the only one close enough to the statue itself to hear it. But there is a something falls on the floor.
I want to pick this up. I don't want anyone to see this.
Okay, what would you like to roll for that?
I would like to shout across the room at the guards at the door to quickly shut the door and like force everyone's eyes to go in that direction.
Okay, please make a roll. This is going to be based on everyone in here. This is going to be a difficult.
Use a boon. Use a boon. We got tons.
Yeah, use a boon.
Use a boon.
Use a boon.
It's a boon.
Using a boon.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We only have 14 left.
Well, since you have used the boon, that means I get to use this die to let you know that another limit break has been redeemed for you.
All right. The other door. We need it closed now. Now. Now.
Now!
Are you helping?
I will help. I will use charm to help.
Are you gonna use the push, or like how are you going to help here?
I will spend
Sorry, aid too.
yes, I would like to spend one effort to aid. And I'm using charm as if to like be like, yes, of course, now. Like, listen to the man. Listen, or the individual, the gentleman.
Please roll.
Okay. Sorry, I actually rolled before you said to roll. I did get a 5 in there.
Yeah, they go, yes, of course, procedures and all that, and the door is closed readily. Everyone diverts their attention. You pick this up. It is a shard, but it is different from any other shard that you may have seen up close. You've heard of it, like taking a shard and rendering it into a focused gem or some other form of aether materia. But this is smooth. It is a perfect sphere. And it is a dim blue light with a bright, shining kind of like aura at its core that looks like a pupil. As you hold it, you don't hear it, you don't see it written out, but you know that this is an object called the Eye of Silwar.
We don't see this at all. Okay.
I tuck it away in my bracer.
That's gonna come in handy later.
It might. So with that, the gate to the guild hall is shut, and they are waiting on you expectantly to open the gate, or the large door into the underkeep
Wait.
below.
Feel this urge to do it together.
As you wish.
All of us crossing through.
Let's do it. Kumbaya, friends.
1 second. I'm just gonna put my sack of bunnies down and be like, can you just watch them for me? I just feel like
the bag doesn't open, but you hear all 19 go.
Mommy, I'll be back. Well, I'll be back.
Promise.
Just stay with these nice fancy folk. Don't touch anything.
Do it.
The four of you combine your energy and start to push at the door, and the door opens a bit, and then a bit, and then a bit, and then a bit more again until it is almost open completely. Auburn Payne stands back and looks at all of you and goes, and jumps in, doesn't hold hands with you, but helps in the pushing effort, and it opens up completely. And you are going to enter the ancient underkeep.
Dun, dun, dun.
Has a name.
That's a name.
But first, I need to get you there.
Let's go.
You can
Oh,
hear the slaughters.
I was like, do I take my kids? Do I leave my kids?
It's Final Fantasy. No
It's
kid
okay.
Do I
death.
leave my kids?
No
And
kid
the
death.
kids will
It's
get
Final
rid out of the
Fantasy.
way. It's Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Just become Moogles. It's fine.
I just
They're gonna follow us in secret.
I bet.
probably. Oh, those bastards.
On your little robot.
Yeah. Oh no, Crablito's with me.
Oh. Well.
They were just gonna
Always.
see like the binoculars peek out.
There's 19 of them. They can push the door open.
Aw. Adorable.
Din, loading, loading.
Loading, raha. We can't afford this song. I'll sing it anyway.
Oh, they won't be able to recognize it.
Dylan hasn't stopped us yet. We're good.
Is that our song? I think we're good.
No, that's a. Is it supposed to be doing this?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Is the answer to that. As
Everything's
the
fine.
four of you arrive.
Da, da, da. Oh!
Whoa!
Oh, spooky! Spooky times.
Oh my.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Cue that Casa Doom music. Row, row.
Yeah.
No, I mean the stairway down into the catacombs go further and further and further down than you could possibly imagine. This mountain was a tough climb, even on steed and vehicle. The city itself is at the peak, and now you're descending deeper and deeper into it. The architecture goes from the ancient Titanic into something indescribable, unrecognizable, just plain, as if this place is meant to serve a function and only that function. And as you open the door into the underkeep itself, you find yourselves one more stretch of stairs and then a central junction.
Okay. So we make our way down the stairs. I feel like there's gonna be lots of traps.
Should we send Crablito in first?
Yes,
Just let him roll. Yeah.
that's a great idea.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take a little key out. And
Uh-huh.
Put it in his back. Great. Let him go.
Standard procedure.
You didn't necessarily like design him to go downstairs elegantly, but he's handling it. Like he's managing it fine.
Yeah, like a little French bulldog.
Yeah. Made of wood and copper and
Sort of tumbling.
What would you like to roll for Crablito's scouting excursion
I'm
here?
gonna roll Tinker because it's all in my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do-
Roll away, please.
yeah, I get 2.
It'll be
easier than 3.
It'll be a medium check here.
1, 4, 1, 6.
Crab
Nice one, Crablito.
Lito goes down the stairs and into the middle of this antechamber, and then peeks around the corner one way so you can't see him, and then peeks around another way crosses again, so you can't see him. And then you see him do just like a quick circle around, like a rhombus, and then it stops, arrives at the bottom of the stairs, and goes.
Thank you, Crablito.
All right.
The very astute observation. Thank you.
So yeah, we'll just follow Crablito down.
You can
That one sneaked through.
you can say with absolute certainty that there aren't traps here.
Great. Yeah, so I'll walk down the stairs. I'll just follow exactly like. Oh!
No, you won't.
Oh, there she goes. Okay. Did you just fall off the edge?
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Nothing happened. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
I'm staying like an arm's length away from you at all times.
Can I? Yeah, I'll come down right
Answer.
to like sort of the main chamber there.
Yep.
Just where we saw Crablito go. And then I see that there's two different paths. I'm just going to do a sense roll,
Right.
and I'm going to use my knack,
Okay. Yeah.
which is finding hidden objects, paths, tracks, traps, hidden people, monsters, or ambushes.
Uh-huh.
Thanks. So I'm going to do that.
Okay. Your knack allows you to do that and add a die, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to roll a sense, and then
Yep.
because I have a knack, I'm adding a die.
This sense is heart.
Heart. Okay. I got a 6.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, you. What does this look like?
This is a, like, you know when you're watching those wildlife, like, documentaries, and you see, like, the snake is coming for the mouse, and the mouse just all of a sudden knows? Aoife just kind of tilts her head, and she's like, her little ears are, like, quivering, and she's just doing that animal instinct of knowing if there's any predator around. So it's like, her eyes kind of leave the room and enter the room as a like bigger, like a larger, kind of omniscient.
You
being.
conceptually zoom out
Yeah.
as if you were using Talespire, which is available now on Steam. I just wanted to quickly say that we are up to 3 limit breaks for you, and we are up to some more curses.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Hey.
I mean, thank you, chat. We love you.
So I'm
Thanks for believing in our storytelling abilities. Oh.
gonna take these away, and you have these now.
Wait. Don't work like that.
It did.
Oh.
You spent your one.
We're gonna spend more.
You gotta spend more, and then I get them anyway.
Spend.
But spend. That is the name of the game. So you push out. What you feel is something that you don't normally feel when you use this ability, which is resistance.
Oh!
Oh, dang.
And it is a testament to your skill with this extra sensory effect that you are able to push through it. The door to your left from the entrance is lined with corrupted shards and looks different from the rest of the space on account of it being twisted and vile in some way. Behind it, you feel you don't get a clear vision of it because of whatever is behind it, but it is a dark, twisted version of virtue. On the other side, the gate wrought from dark iron and adorned with flame is it tries to push back as well, but you push through. You just and get through. And as soon as you perceive past it, it is hazy with heat, and it is a pure manifestation of a dark feeling. And then the gates ahead of you, not one, but two gates ahead of you, are quite visibly protected by a magical seal each. And you see that because you rolled so high, you see that this magic is connected directly to each of the gates on either side.
Okay. Well, if we go left, we're SOL. If we go right, we're SOL. If we go forward, I think we're SOL.
What you know, actually, is you can't go forward without going to either side.
But we have to deal with the stuff on the sides first. So, what do you want? Do you want a twisted version of virtue? Or do you want a manifestation of a dark feeling? It's very hot.
I'm a big fan of Twisted Virtue.
Twisted virtue it is.
All right.
This is a bad idea.
This is a very bad idea.
Very excited by it.
What about you?
Auburn goes, what, we have to pick? No, just do them one at a time. Who cares? We'll fell whatever lays behind them, and then we're done here.
Well,
Nihilism, all right. He goes for a claw bump.
I don't do that.
You sure you don't want to go the other way?
Feels
Claim the
racist.
glory for yourself?
Come now.
Then let's get on.
Let's. Keep your book close to you. It might come in handy. You're not sure if she's being facetious or not.
Yeah, I can't tell.
I'm gonna make eye contact with Vidya after that and be like, what is her deal?
I don't know if you've ever seen Vidya with her hackles up, but like, if Vidya had hackles, like, but there's something on her face, like she's just mad. Like she just wants to punch this person, and that is not an energy that Vidya has ever felt before. Like she's wrestling with this emotion because she's never felt it before. Like, but she really wants to just, ugh.
The five of you approach the twisted door, and without you having to touch it, it opens.
Oh. Well, at least they're expecting us.
And the way ahead of you is revealed.
Oh my god!
Oh heck.
Yuki. All right. What's our marching order? Tanks in the front.
Tanks are tiny robots.
With pleasure.
I'll follow behind.
I'm not afraid to go next.
She shoves past all of you and steps in ahead.
Again, I'm staying one arm length away from her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep close.
Got it.
So I'll go in after Vidya.
And the four of you enter this hall, which is illuminated by dark aether, and the halls go from that simple ancient stone to twisted, what looks like it might be stone or metal or might be organic carapace. You're not sure what this is, but it is unwelcoming, save for the shape that allows you to go through this hall still. It doesn't block your way at all. And at the end of the hall, you see what has caused Auburn Payne to stop in her tracks, which is a large shard of dark aether embedded into the ground. And it is casting out this organic stone like a web. You're not sure if it's gonna be sticky or not.
What do we know about dark aether?
You've probably only ever heard of it.
I've probably only read of it.
Make a roll if you like.
I'd love to.
In the meantime, is there anything y'all would like to do?
Barnicus is gonna use Excel and pull out a little thing of tweezers and just start to poke at it with all that weird intuition of just like, I don't know, we'll see.
Oh,
But he's gonna use his intuition to do it, you know? He's gonna walk up, make his decision as he gets close, you know?
You poke at it, and it is hard, like, but then when you pull your instrument back, there's
Growth.
I like that.
Because I'm very sensitive to feelings and energy. Does it make me feel different when I walk like towards it?
you feel different. What and how is hard to tell right now because you're kind of overwhelmed by it.
Okay.
What did you learn about Dark Aether?
I got a 6 and a 5.
Okay. You know that that Dark Aether is most often seen in areas where there is concentrated demonic energy.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone keep your eyes sharp. There may be demons around. That's kind of where Dark Aether tends to live. Oh yes, this is your forte, isn't it?
Hammer Daddy. He was like, "Ooh, I was supposed to say that out loud." So I noticed that there's like the 4 kind of pillars around it. Do you think there's anything to what we did last time, which is we all sort of got a pillar and shut it down? Do you think there's something like that we could do?
Let's go look.
Yeah, maybe.
Walk up to the pillar and...
Is there any writing?
As soon as you enter
Oh, no.
the area,
Great.
which is one of my favorite things to say as a game master, you all hear as an echo in the room. Intrusion.
Oh shit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's a
Where
demon.
you do not belong. And you hear as the door locks shut behind you at the end of the hall.
Oh, crap.
All right, so we gotta fight this person.
You do not have respect for the law.
Whose law?
The only law that matters. That of the Arkin Lords.
Oh, this guy's a real bad guy.
Yeah. Can we go to the 4 pillars?
As you approach them, you feel like on your carapace this like resonant like energy that like affects like every nerve ending that you have. You're instantly uncomfortable, and it says, "You have come to be judged. You take after the betrayer."
Are you gonna judge us?
As is my right and duty, I am the judge of law in the Arkin Empire. And as you hear those words, the shards like illuminate brighter and brighter, and they coalesce into a focus point of energy. And ahead of you, you see
Oh, big boy.
a massive demonic entity holding what looks like a lantern,
Oh my.
a sphere, and a large flail.
Oh.
Oh, he looks dangerous.
Yeah. Any ideas?
Only one. Die.
Wasn't asking you.
Combat has begun.
I don't know how to do it. I'm scared.
Okay,
Really wish we brought your bunnies now.
I just want to make soup.
the four of you,
Sick bunnies on it.
the four of you are icons of exceptional power compared to your peers and the common folk of Arden Eld. What you are capable of is right in front of you. A list of abilities, but more importantly, your own personal ability to tell me how fucking badass you are and why. This is where it's going to count, because you need to fight this thing and kill this thing in order to get out of here. What would you like to do?
I would like. I'm hearkening back to my story of the first time that I went on an icon quest and how listening and stepping back sometimes can pay off. So I'm gonna take a second and try and sense this demon's energy and what I think he's gonna do next. And I'm gonna use that to my advantage.
Okay. As you begin to tap into this this energy, you begin to feel your connection to the aether as you begin to like project out, not just as to what is, but what will be. You have a chance here, because this is going to be a hard roll, but you have a chance here to turn this into a super-powered roll if you want to. You can use a limit break to extend this out beyond what you normally can do. Unless you can tell me what your limit break is.
Unless I can tell you what it is?
Yeah, do you know?
I know what my limit break is. It's called Death Sentence.
That sounds pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome. And it says, the flash of the scythe and the line between life and death is blurred.
Interesting. So, how we can interpret it is this. If you use your limit break now, you can not only see into the future, but you can potentially affect it.
Yep. Let's do that.
Oh.
So I get an added roll.
Can I also, before everyone else begins to go, begin to bark out battle commands of like how to protect ourselves and get into a position where we can all surround this thing, and using my command leadership to push them all around and give everyone that like lift that they need to benefit from this.
Okay. How does that work? Is it a knack or is it the
I'm going
flavor
to
of your
expend
brain?
I'm going to expend 2 effort to empower this command roll to allow everyone to have a +1 die.
Amazing. Okay. We're going to say that most rolls in this encounter are going to be hard. So let's go.
And is that a +1 die to basically whatever we roll?
Depending on if you...
As long as I'm
he
good.
needs to succeed.
Yeah.
There's 5 dice here, and there's a 6.
Amazing.
So I'm
You
gonna
got it.
add another one. Okay. Oh, She's like, I just want to get back to my bunnies.
And to Payne, I say, whatever we have behind us, we lock now and protect them.
I got 2 5s.
Okay, that is a success. It is not extra push to directly affect it in a drastic way,
Okay.
but you can affect it in a small way. What this demon was going to do is send a wave out at all of you that would disrupt the natural flow of the aether within you, giving you all a -1 to your next roll. You succeed enough to be able to predict that and stop that from happening. You do not succeed enough to to also disrupt the flow of aether back within him.
Okay. But I can protect all of us.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So you, and it's not just space, but it's also time, and you see the dark aether ripple out and bind your friends, and you simply hold your hands out and push it back. It hurts, but you push through, and as soon as you let go, the pain is gone, and it's as if time rewinds before it even happens. And you wave that, and he, what is this?
It's called mom energy.
Judgment.
Leave it to me. What would you like to do, Icons?
First,
Sure, okay.
go for
Okay.
it.
I would like to do some spell casting, if I may, which I believe is using Excel. The thing that Vidya would like to say, because Vidya is a huge believer in truth and justice, is she looks up at this demon and she goes, "You spell lies! The time of the Archon has come and gone. You are no one to judge us." And she would like to use her sealer magic to start casting blows at this foe.
Okay. What does that look like as you roll?
I think we start to see the star marks on Vidya's skin, these copper freckles, these sparkly things kind of glow a lot brighter than normal, and it kind of doesn't just happen to be on her face this time. You see it on her hands, on her shoulders, and anywhere else on her that you can really see. And the seal kind of appears in her hands again, this translucent kind of magical seal of war art. And from there, it's these little like slices almost, like
Amazing. Please make your...
You gave me a bonus die? All right, I'm gonna roll 2 dice and pray. A 4.
Okay, so you roll, you chip away at this thing, but with each gash within its like ethereal form, it is getting hurt, but it is spewing out arcane energy that spills back at you. You will suffer 1 point of strain,
Okay.
but for each slice, it has suffered much more than that.
I see like Vidya starting to like stumble back at this, and I put my hammer down as I reach a hand over and I take that strain for you.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Nice one.
Dang.
Amazing.
Never mind.
The moment Enosis started barking out orders, Barnicus instantly found cover, pulled out his little Chocoraptor, stuck a key in it, and started winding it.
Okay.
So while that's happening, while Vidya is fighting the demon, he puts it on the floor, and the little Chocoraptor goes. And turns to the Archon thing, and it starts to go like this. Like just doink. And after the third one, it expands. It starts growing an extra set of wings, and it becomes almost 10 feet tall, and you realize that it is my astral companion.
Holy shit.
So
Okay.
it starts dealing damage to the monster and lashes it in place with an astral chain. If the monster is able to break the astral chain, it takes fray damage and becomes slow.
Amazing. Okay.
And that mark lasts till the end of the monster's turn.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So that's flavor from the tactical stuff. So we're just going to interpret that in a narrative sense. I love that. For you, not so much for me. But I will find an appropriate mini to represent that.
And then while that's happening, you can just see that Barnicus is bent over Crablito doing something. You can't see what it is yet.
Say that it is this entity here, and that it's, it's not dark, it's actually quite shiny. It's
a cute little fire monster.
And that it's not cute and small, it's actually quite large. This mechanical entity is glowing with energy as it binds the demon tight. That is amazing. I'm not mad. So, and that's your limit break?
Not.
Oh my god. Okay.
That is one of his abilities that comes from his sort of fighter class.
Okay, cool. All right. Amazing. Okay, so this is spent.
Oh.
As there is another push of their energy. It's trying to push back against your efforts. And you will suffer a -1 to your next roll.
Yours is not.
Victory? I don't know. He says something mean. Shoot. What would you like to accomplish?
I would now like to sense. Oh, sorry. Tap into that instinct that I have to see what's going on, but not to see future, but to see if there's a weakness. Like I want to see, how I can heal people and I can see where they're, what's bothering them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if I can feel what this guy's weakness is, using my sense.
Make your roll at -1. Is your +1 still in effect?
So, no, it will end when we cycle, but he's walked right into my trap card.
Go on.
Demon, you give me strength. And instead of giving me a -1, because I'm a demon slayer, I get a +1.
Got it. Word. Okay. It's still spent, and you have 3 boons available.
I can't give that to everybody, but
Yeah, I understand.
So I just have the one
Yeah.
dice, but I'm gonna
Go
try
for it.
and see. I've never seen a demon before. I'm gonna see if I know what its weakness is. Nope. 2.
Okay. You try to push through and see what this creature's weakness is, and you are immediately bombarded by sensory overload. What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Okay. Suffer a point of strength for your effort as it senses that you're pushing into it and goes,
No, I am not the one to be judged.
holds its lantern out and just flashes it right back at you. Who else would like to go?
I'll go. Yeah, sure. My astral companion is still holding the demon, and you notice that what Barnicus has been doing has been rearranging Crablito into a massive 6-shooter.
Got it.
It is the special gun that he got when he became a freelancer, along with his chain. Now, it's a 6-shooter But because it's Barnicus, it's actually just a pop gun with a cork in it.
Right.
And now I'd like to activate my limit break.
Please roll.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Except I get -1 to my next roll.
Oh, sorry.
Bye.
Oh, except I also get -1 to my next roll.
Yes.
Okay, so that's just gonna sit right there.
Actually, no.
Okay.
It will not count for your
Okay.
break action.
My limit break is called Ether Overdrive, and the description says, become one with your weapons, smite your foes with high caliber justice.
Got
What that means is he goes beyond gun, so he's gonna teleport around, and every time he teleports, he pulls an ether bullet out of the air, and
Okay.
you're just here.
Okay, so what
So
we're
he's
going
teleporting
to do
around, and you're just here.
is we're that's amazing. We're gonna make that roll, and the number that you roll is the number of times you teleport around this
Okay.
thing.
So what would I be rolling?
Choose. Well, you're gonna roll that
Yeah.
d6, but then choose the stat at that you're going to apply.
I'm going with Excel, because he's...
There you go.
Good
Let's
at
go.
One 6.
Amazing.
The rest of it's not very good.
Okay. So you.
I got the 6 with the die you gave me too. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
Take
I'll
that,
take it back. All right. Wait, give me that. Bye. So you're like, zoop, and you're gone. And it's and like small holes and then large holes are being punched into this entity. It starts to break apart.
No, not yet. Not.
It begins to overload with magical energy. And there is a large blast. When the energy pushes past all of you, what does your landing look like?
He pops all over the place, and then finally, in his very last pop, he ends up kind of back a little bit undercover. All you can smell is seawater as it bursts everywhere, and he lands back on the deck, and he goes, "How about some lead? Just a pinch."
So
Smells like home.
the energy that was the daemon begins to dissipate and fall away, and what was a large demonic entity morphs into a much smaller, feeble spectral form. This one, Thrin.
Oh.
Thanks for them combat beats too. I felt like a badass. I really felt like
DJ bornndcrazed!
I guess at the same time, the astral protector shrinks back down to a little chocoraptor just sitting on the floor.
Ding, ding, ding.
As this spectral entity that looks like a Thrin holding a facsimile of the demonic lantern that was there, and this flail in the other hand goes,
This feeling. You are like him. I cannot hold him back anymore.
and it fades away.
It's talking about Sky?
Either Sky or something worse.
The door opens.
Oh.
Oh. All right, gang. Should we go fight the next demon? Is everyone okay?
I'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Stellar.
Are you sure you're all right?
I'll be fine.
Right. I have maybe a little,
Gonna give him some soup.
yeah, a little vial of soup. This is like a cream of potato. It'll give you a little boost.
Just take a sip this time.
It's cream of potato soup. Perfectly spiced, creamy, soft and gentle, smooth, but still has that bit of kick. Remove one strain.
More than thank you.
One thing you see is that Auburn Payne is gone.
That's what my next.
Where
was she?
Where's the goose bag?
Don't make fun of my lisp.
That's just canon now.
For the purposes of time, I'll say that the four of you quickly and confidently now make your way back to the antechamber to face the next door, the next demonic door ahead of you. As you enter the antechamber, you see that the first gate ahead shuts down and is open. Only one more left to fight now. The gate opens without your prompting.
Oh my.
All right.
Kate sounds grumpy.
And you enter.
All right. Let's do this again.
Whoa.
The four of you are immediately bombarded by a wave of heat. Hotter and hotter it gets as you make your way down the hall, and the feeling rises with that heat, and it is twisted, unhinged fury, rage, anger. And you see ahead of you a chamber carved out of magma, flowing lava. This heat is almost unbearable, or it would be if you weren't icons. Just be careful not to touch things. This one does not wait to hear what you have to ask, as a heat wave hits you once, hits you twice, hits you a third time, and you see what emerges is a massive fire.
You really can see the future.
And flying on wings of flame, holding a maul made of searing hot steel. It says,
I am the judge of fury. Mine was the call of war. I felled battlefields for the Arcan Lords. I made quick work of any enemy who stood against the Arcan Lords. The continent was ours. You think you four can stop me?
I know we can.
I will rise again.
The judge of law was no match for us, and you won't be either.
Come, feel my wrath. It will not be quick. It will not be painless. I will have my day. I promise you.
You use 12 words when one will do.
Words no more. Only battle.
And with that, combat begins again. Only this time, something interesting happens. Instead of the four of you, as you start to get ready, what would you like to do against this fiery monster?
Again, I want to understand what its ambush is.
Okay.
Like how it's gonna fight us.
Okay. What would you like to do against this fiery monster?
Out of the first ability, so I'm going to charge ahead. Stay behind me!
Okay. What would you like to do against this fiery monster?
I am gonna summon another special companion. That sounds like an escort.
I'm making special companion canon as well.
Barnicus has a
So,
Carmito special companion.
gonna use a special ability called Cerberus. But my
Sick
little
names.
secret plan here is partially to fight Fury with humor.
Okay. Interesting. What's the first joke you're going to tell?
It's more about how I'm gonna summon my little Cerberus.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you?
I would like to use my limit break.
Okay. What does your limit break look like?
It is called Passage to the Afterlife, and I unleash the Supreme Sealer War Art, inflicting 10,000 blows and shattering the connections of my foes' vital energy to their body, hurrying on the transmigration of immortal souls. What?
What? I'm an icon? I wasn't so sure if I was an icon or not. I guess I'll just kind of own it
It's
now.
called a character arc!
Your role is quick enough and powerful enough to happen before something happens.
Okay.
Make your roll, please.
And I guess I will do that with Excel. And can I also redeem a boon so that I have 3?
Oh hell yeah!
It's a
So that I have 3?
limit break. I will allow it.
Oh no.
How'd you do?
2 3s and a 4?
It's aesthetically pleasing.
It is aesthetically
Great.
pleasing.
Okay.
Symmetrical.
Very
What
aesthetic.
does this limit break ability look like?
The seal that comes from Vidya's hands is now kind of, she puts both of her hands together and it's a much larger seal. And it grows and it grows and it grows and then it shatters. And as it shatters, each one of those shards becomes one of those 10,000 blows. A knife, a fan, like these pieces of glass almost as they cut into this demon.
You see the fiery demon get bombarded with 10,000 blows.
It's so silk these days. I'll just fight you with everything that's around.
Listen, I will throw a shit at you, alright? You ready?
When the bombardment is done, you see that this aspect of Fury actually protected himself with his fiery wings and just shatters the rest of them off. Took some cuts, is hurt, but looks at you with blazing red eyes and says,
You're going to have to do better than that.
Fine.
and with that, a small sphere falls from the
What?
open cavernous sky. Kum, 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 kum. You see a little wick burning
fell?
on it.
Sorry?
A small sphere about that big, black, falls. Kum, kum, kum. There's a wick at the top of it. It stops and then explodes into a bomb of ice.
Damn.
And as this demon goes,
What? No, my fury cannot be.
and it stops. And then you hear a whistling from above you. And the demon in its icy form is obliterated as the Lancer Dragoon, known as Captain Auburn Payne, falls and shatters it completely with her limit break.
Whoa.
And goes and puts out her cigar, pulls out a fresh one, lights it on a piece of magma, puts it in her mouth and says, like that.
Whoa. Barnicus is gonna wipe a little bit of that ice off of himself. He's gonna be like, hey, demon, krill out.
Okay. Thank you. Just to wipe the that pun. You see
The pun jingle, thank you, I love it.
you see what is left of this fiery demon entity is a general wielding a weapon of flame, barely able to hold it up, and it says,
Armies fell before me. I served my lords well. But you, I couldn't defeat you. You are his heirs.
and it fades away.
Whoa.
That's gotta mean Sky.
The halls are dark, are not dark, but quiet, hollow now. And within that darkness, within that depth, you hear, and you know that that is the sound of the second gate becoming undone, and the path ahead of you opening.
Whoa, that was really epic. Let's go. Let's follow it.
The 5 of you take your steps down the hall that is now open to you.
Whoa.
And the environment changes around you. It is no longer the burning flame or the twisted sense of justice, but it is this sense of familiarity once again. As the path is not only illuminated ahead of you, but begins to become actually fabricated ahead of you, made out of pure light.
Oh.
Whoa.
I'm gonna hop on Crablito and roll down the hallway.
The as the four of you make your way down the hall, let's see what we can do here. I got you, boys.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at us go.
Yeah, like that.
Whee!
Like that.
Boosh.
The large shard that you see floating above you is radiating even more of that familiar energy, even more than the one that you encountered in the temple. That same wave of familiarity adds that altered your sense of reality and held the demons at bay is emanating off of this thing. Its aura becomes undeniable, and you begin to fall again into the white light. The memory goes from a feeling to vision to crystal clarity. And within each of you, you feel determination, the will to fight, the will to stop evil. But the question that finds itself intermingled in this light is what, as an icon, must be sacrificed in order to accomplish your goal. And it is then that you see a final specter hovering in front of the shard. And it is that of an ancient
That looks like Sky.
Oh, shit.
warrior that you know as Sky. The feeling of clarity overwhelms all of you. And you hear the question being asked, do you have the will to fight and continue on? The memory is revealed to all of you. And it looks a little something like this.
Yeah!
Accessing memory. First icon.
My name is Sky, and my fight against the Arden Empire is nearly over. The people are rising. They call me an icon of freedom, but I don't want their praise. All I want is for the Eternity Fragment to be whole again.
I've got goosebumps, y'all.
Oh, I'm writing it down.
Yeah.
All I want is the Eternity Fragment.
The feeling of euphoria takes a while to kind of overcome. And it's when you do overcome it that you realize that time moves differently in these sense. Memories. That in the time it took you to experience that, the second memory of the first icon known as Sky, two things have happened. Auburn Payne has vanished. And so, seemingly impossibly, has the crystal shard.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Only remnants of it remain floating in the void in space in front of you.
No.
And we're gonna find out what that's all about next time. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Thank you to all my players. Did you have fun?
Oh,
Amazing. Thank you so much once again to Tim and the minis department for helping me make amazing maps on Talespire. Thank you to DJ bornndcrazed for dropping the amazing tunes. Thank you to Tech for helping us put on the best possible show. Trevor as our digital cameraman to make Talespire look its best. And thank you all for joining us. We will be back same time next week. And until then, peace.